We've been around here in downtown Tulsa, Oklahoma since December 2018 is when we had our grand opening, so we've been here for just about 2 years, just over now. We are Oklahoma's only dedicated gluten-free brewery. What separates us from all the other breweries around is that instead of using barley, wheat, and rye to produce the beers we make, it's millet, buckwheat, rice, and quinoa. So we use alternative grains to make these beers. These grains are naturally gluten-free, and through some new inventive mashing processes we've come up with, we've been able to produce really good products, really good beer that still tastes like beer even though it's gluten-free. And that's a pretty tough feat for a lot of people. Gluten-free beer has had a bad rap for years because it was something that was just kind of an afterthought. And a lot of people were being excluded from the craft beer scene, and that's really why NEFF Brewing was founded. It's the problem we wanted to solve. We wanted to bring everyone around the dinner table and enjoy a beer together. Something that a lot of people couldn't do before because they had food allergies of one or another. And so here at NEFF Brewing, we are proud to say our beer is brewed for everyone. All of our flagship beers are free of all major allergens. We have a dedicated gluten-free kitchen that also works with other people's allergens, and we do our best to be a very inclusive space, and we really, that's what we want our brand to be all about, is inclusivity. So we celebrated our 2-year anniversary on December 7th, 2020. We had our grand opening December of 2018. We were open for a couple weeks before that, kind of, sort of, doing a little bit of a testing to get the bugs out, but our grand opening party was on December 7th. We are really excited and proud to talk about these 3 beers right here, our Apollo Blonde Ale, Ignition Switch Belgian Pale Ale, and our Raspberry Pride Fruited Kettle Sour. All 3 of these beers this year have taken home medals in a couple different beer competitions, and they were competing against regular barley beer. And that means a lot to us because as gluten-free brewers, we want our beer to be seen as equal to other craft beer on the market, and not as a product that is inherently missing something and missing flavor. These beers taste just as good or better than other beers on the market, and we are just so proud to have taken home medals and have not submitted any beers ever to a gluten-free beer category as a professional brewer. Our Apollo Blonde Ale recently took a bronze medal in the inaugural Oklahoma Craft Beer Awards in the Blonde Ale category. Our Ignition Switch also took bronze in the Belgian and French style ale in the inaugural Oklahoma Craft Beer Awards. And we are really proud to announce our Raspberry Pride took home a gold medal in the fruit beer category in the Oklahoma Craft Beer Awards. And we also just a couple of weeks ago were notified that our Ignition Switch also took another bronze medal in the 2020 U.S. Open Craft Beer Championship. And being a nationwide competition with thousands and thousands of entries from breweries all over the U.S., it meant a whole lot to us to take home a medal in that competition with our gluten-free beer. And we didn't submit it as a gluten-free beer. We didn't win against others. It was against all other Belgian ales submitted from all the other breweries in the U.S. And that means a lot to us. We're also happy to announce that we've expanded our distribution to Kansas. We are now distributed statewide in Kansas, specifically these 2 brands right here, our Apollo Blonde Ale and Raspberry Pride. We'll be expanding more in the future, but it's just really cool for us to finally have an out-of-state presence and being able to offer our gluten-free beers and allergen-free beers to people outside of Oklahoma.